Hey guys, Northern Ace here, back with another story about my life. Um, okay, well, my first story actually. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about my first ever experience with marijuana. Yes, you heard it here first. My first experience. And this is about the time when I was 14, roughly. So when I had my first experience. I mean, I'm not proud of it, but okay, anyways, let's get to the story. Let's start from the beginning. So, me and my family, we go on this yearly camping trip, and it's to this place called Gem Lake. I think it's in Ontario around there. Anyways, it's deep in the bush, deep, 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 deep in the bush, balls deep. We need to take a quad just to get to the boat, and we need to take a boat just to get to the island, and yeah, so it takes about like, oh my goodness, like 4 hours to set up, just to set up everything, just to get to the island. And but overall, it's a fun experience. Like the first day is not fun, but the rest of the days are just pure like glory. Like fishing is unbelievable because it's so far in the bush. I remember this kid, let's call him Josh for the sake of the story. Josh caught like a whole like a 4 foot jackfish. It was unbelievable. Um, and bathing under the waterfall. There was a waterfall there too. Oh, unbelievable. Um, so yeah, we ended up camping there for 3 days, and all these 3 days, these whole 3 days, everybody was smoking weed, passing joints around to pass the time, right? Because you're camping, not really much going on when you're fishing. Fishing's kind of like a slow thing. It's not like basketball or anything where it's like fast paced. You're not gonna like freaking dunk a fish in a hoop or anything. Like obviously not. But anyways, yeah, the past 3 days were just loads of fun, fish everywhere. So we're packing up on the last day, and we started packing up at around 4-ish, 4 p.m. Didn't get done till like 9. I know, crazy. Uh, so we're driving home. It's about 9 o'clock, and um, everybody's smoking a joint in the car. I mean, not the best choice, but I don't care. I'm like, oh, can I try some? And they all look at me like, is this kid crazy? Like, he's only 14, and like, I guess they just thought like, okay, I guess he could experience it. He's in a safe place, so they give it to me. I take my first hit, and holy shit, I was flying on a kite. I was up in space, man. Like, some people say they don't get high the first time, but that wasn't the case for me. Like, I was up. I almost hit the space station, man. I seen the space station, the international space station. I seen that, okay? And I was up there for about whole like an hour and a half, just this really high, really euphoric. I just couldn't describe it. The first, like, I can't really describe it. Um, and then I remember my brother. It was his first time too. Let's call him Steve. And Steve took a hit, and I remember us both laughing at how funny the moon looked. Like we're like, oh my goodness, that's the moon. Ha 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 ha. Holy shit, look at it. It's so white. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, oh my god. And I look back at it and I'm like, what the fuck? But anyways, yeah, we're both laughing. He would say like, sup, dude? And I'd be like, huh, that's the most funniest shit I've ever seen. Or ever heard. And then I'd be like, yo, and then he'd just laugh his ass off. And it was like a continuous cycle. And I remember it was like 3 hours to get back to my house. And um, I remember him being like, yo, we should like take another hit. And we did. And I remember just being high the whole ride home, and it was dark, and I remember this bag of bread, and I just had the munchies so bad I like demolished this bag of bread. It was just bread. I was like, my mouth was so dry after, and when I got home, I like devoured like a whole cake. There was some cake in the fridge, and I just ate the cake, and it was like, oh, it was unbelievably good. But the time went by so fast. Like the 3 hours felt like 15 minutes. Like, I didn't even know I was home till they said I was home. Like, my brain just couldn't process that we were almost home. But yeah, guys, that was my story for today. I hope you liked it, and peace.